Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick video on the Charlie Kirk shooting and effectively murder. So Charlie Kirk, I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about the man. I had never heard of him until this shooting. Although when I YouTubed his name, I seen that I was subscribed to his channel. So obviously I have heard of him, but it never stuck in my head. I don't know what his actual title was. I don't know if he was more seen as an influencer or what. But he was, I believe, close with Donald Trump, and he got involved in politics, human rights, etc. But I'm not going to lie and say I know a lot about the man, because I didn't and I don't. But what I'm about to show you is very graphic. It might get taken down by YouTube. It's from 3 different angles. It's the shooting itself. Now, I'm not a sicko. I'm not showing it to, for any pleasure. But it hit a chord with me to actually see it happen. So I'll show that first from 3 different angles, and then I'll get into my thoughts over it, because it's a very important talking point.
Over the last 10 years. Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. Great. Not counting gang violence. Great. Great. Not counting gang violence. Great.
Now, I'm sorry if that upset you, or even scared you, because it's horrible to see that, but it happened, yeah. And what's my point with all this? Because, like I say, I didn't know him. I didn't know Charlie Kirk. But what I do know is this. This cannot go on, this stuff, in America, UK, anywhere. In the UK, obviously I'm from Scotland, we don't deal with mass shootings, and you can get guns here, but not legally. It's all associated with gang violence and criminal organisation and stuff. But we've got a thing over here where we're dealing with immigration, and I'm not saying all of them, because I've got Muslim friends, believe it or not, but there's some tension between Muslims and other communities. America obviously have this going on with the shooting, because apparently behind it, the motivation behind it is politics. Obviously you've got the Ukraine and Russia war going on. There's a lot of bad things happening in the world right now. I mean, we need to get to a point where we can disagree and not resort to violence. It's just crazy. I mean, this Charlie Kirk, he had a wife and 2 kids. I believe his 2 kids were actually there with his wife. Now listen, that doesn't mean you can go around and say what you want and do what you want. And I don't know if he's been doing that, this Charlie Kirk, but he's upset someone. And the fact that I've seen people celebrating his death is scary, man. It's scary to think there's people out there that actually took pleasure out of this. It's scary. It really is scary. I mean, what's the conclusion? What do we do? I'm not stupid. I know this video isn't going to change anything. It's not going to go viral. It's not going to probably make a difference. But I don't know. I'm just struck by that footage when I seen that. I had to speak on it. I mean, it's not, how can that be the answer? That cannot be the answer. It blows my mind to think some people feel like they need to do something like that to not even get the point across, but maybe to feel better in themselves. They've not made an arrest yet. I believe the killer is still at large. So hopefully they'll get him, get some answers, get some justice, but it's not the answer. Violence is not the answer. I would really like other people's views and opinions on this, because there needs to be communication of it, you know. That's how we get things done, by communicating. But my personal thoughts are with Charlie Kirk's family and his loved ones. And, you know, going forward from here, this just cannot go on. So what do you think is the resolution? I'm interested to hear.